Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl, Becky D, live in the morning, 5 days a week at 7 a.m. You guys, we back on track. Just I had to throw you off with a little curveball there, but let's get back into it. So I want you to take a second and think. In the midst of all the change in your life, of all the situations you've been placed in, of all the things that have been up and down on this roller coaster ride called life, has anything about you changed? Are you still the same person? Are you still the same person you was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 2 seconds ago, right? A lot of things for a person that happens in their life, it can change them in various ways. And people always think of negative things or big things like, oh no, I stopped drinking after that last ticket my brother got. No, not nothing like that, okay? I'm talking about change in you mentally, change in you physically and spiritually. Did you start to notice that now you take on more thought time, okay? You think a little bit longer before you do something. You dig a little bit deeper, you check references and you get resources and you're starting to do more things that are a little bit holistic, right? As I start to age here, I'm starting to notice that I have developed a lot more patience. I laugh a lot more. I am trying to become one with an emotional side that I never knew that I had, and I never wanted to claim that I had, that I didn't know. But what I am realizing is that change is inevitable. We are going to change whether we like it or not. I have so many people in my life that I know of that are holding on to not changing. But what are they holding on to? The good times, as the song will say. Why? What difference is that going to make? You can have good times today and bad times tomorrow. Those good times of those memories are just going to help you push through those bad times that you have on tomorrow. We get these commercials, like Viagra. I'm sorry, but that was the first one that popped up. It just like, don't you want to get those fiery moments back? Well, baby, I never lost it, right? My body just had to go through a change where it's going to say that it's going to do what it want to do on its own time. So you just got to be ready for that time. The thing is, if somebody can't respect the changes that you have made and the changes that are in you, that means they don't respect you. And that ultimately means you may not need them in your life. Whatever capacity it may be, you need to think about it. Think and reevaluate the position that they have in your life and assess and see if this is something you need to hold on to or something you need to let go. Sometimes we hold on to things that are way too deep, right? Because we're holding on to the past. I mentioned to my class the other day when someone accidentally stepped on my shoe, it just triggered a memory for me, right? And one of those core memories, I was like, you guys, when I was your age in school, and it made me sound like I was 80, I said, if we stepped on another person's shoes, it was a fight right there on site. And I was like, be glad that I have changed. Realistically, though, it was, y'all. We were really bent on a pair of sneakers. And I get it, and paid a lot of money and all those stuff. But realistically, that's why I thank my parents today for not spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars in a pair of shoes that would have gave me back problems and stuff like that. So I'm appreciative now that I've had a chance to realize that it was beneficial for me to get the shoes that had a better arch support because I don't have an arch, right? It's the things like that you appreciate the most in the memories, right? I held on to the good times of seeing people fight over stupid stuff. By just letting the kids know, like, we have evolved so much. Change has come because we have had a good foundation set that we're building along the way, right? Foundation building is so important. I dare you to go into a house and you can look at it just from the road and say that foundation is off. You can look at a person the same way and say, your foundation a little off. I see it in my students every single time. I could tell them the parents that are just filling them with lies and just pushing them away. And I can see the parents that care and that are active and that are always there because I see the change happening inside of the students. So why are we fighting the change? Why are we not changing? What are we holding on to? Is it really that important to hold on to it? Or can we let it go like a beautiful butterfly and watch it develop and go out into the world and help protect us from our spiders that a lot of people are afraid of? But we don't see its purpose because we're lost in its beauty. And that's the butterfly effect. You guys, we need to start having the reality of a warrior mindset, because the warrior knows that they will change. But the person who goes running knows nothing of allowing change to better their life and not hinder them from continuing to have the good times. The good kind of times can continue to roll because in your change, you're opening doors and opportunities that you did not see as a possibility at one point in your life. The change is bettering you and the people around you. You remember at the start of my podcast, I always talked about vibing with my tribe. I still vibe with my tribe, but guess what? We have had to have some distance grow between us in order for our bond and our love for each other to grow stronger, okay? I'm still building my tribe. I'm building and picking. It's like draft day, for the NBA and all that. You got to pick the ones that's going to be on your starting lineup. And you got the ones in reserve too, right? Because sometimes the same ones on your starting lineup, they need a break. They need a break. The best thing that my best friend and I can do for each other is to say, hey, this is not for me right now. I don't have the focus. I don't have the energy. I can't help you with this. And I respectfully are going to have to walk away from it. That's okay. Stop holding that against people. Say, oh, she too good for me now. No. She's changing on you now to help you understand that you need to change the lineup or you're going to wear your players out. All right. So be that butterfly with that warrior mindset. My name is Becky D with Becky D in the morning, you guys. I hope you have an amazing morning this morning and continue to push on and walk in your guidance and your steps. And just know that change is truly inevitable. I'll talk with you tomorrow morning.